Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? My name is Geet and welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about the original flagship killer, the original brand ambassador of the Never Settle from Oneplus, the Oneplus One. And is this phone worth buying in 2019? Well, the short answer is no. For the long answer, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the display. It is a 5.5-inch JDI 1080p IPS display, which is not aged well if you ask me. The screen itself is really good, the colors are pretty accurate, and you have the ability in the software to change the temperature of the screen. But the maximum brightness of the display is lacking, to say the least. The sunlight visibility is not there. The software kind of tries to brighten every single color, but I don't think it does enough in well-lit situations. The back of the phone is a sandstone finish. Well, it used to be a sandstone finish when I first bought this phone. Right now, it is more like a soft velvet. Don't get me wrong, the hard velvet feels way better in the hand than any other plastic finish. It is easy to grip and it's not as slippery as the glass sandwiches of 2019. I don't know if it is unique to my device, but the back has started chipping at various locations. While we're on the back, we can talk about the camera. The camera was not the best even when the phone was released, and time hasn't really been nice to this camera. The photos lack dynamic range, the colors are washed out, and the camera app is another mess. You could definitely install some third-party applications to improve your experience on that. There are some aspects here that remind you of the age of this phone. There are no biometrics or fingerprint scanners on the phone. The bezels on this phone are ginormous to say the least. The button backlight is so dim that you can barely see it in anything other than a dark room. Although you have an option using the software to replace it with an on-screen navigation bar though. There is no dash charging, or any fast charging for that matter. This takes almost an eternity to charge the phone, and on the positive side, there's still a headphone jack on this phone. And that's all I'm going to say about it before I start ranting about how phones should always have headphone jacks. Officially, this phone was supported until Android Marshmallow with CyanogenOS and OxygenOS, but there's a huge developer community behind it. The phone runs smoothly and there were no hiccups in loading apps or even switching between multiple apps. The Snapdragon 801 and 3 gigs of RAM might sound like something from dark ages, but the performance doesn't let you down on this phone. There are some tricks on this device that are still unique to OnePlus devices, I believe. It has something called screen off gestures. So you can draw a circle or draw a V to turn on the camera or turn on the flashlight without ever unlocking the phone. It also has theme support with Cyanogen themes, but with the death of Cyanogen, I don't think that's going anywhere, so we're not going to count that as a feature. Overall, the phone hasn't aged well, and you shouldn't buy one in 2019. If you're looking for a good old phone that you could pick up under $100, you might want to check out my video on Nexus 5X, and I'll leave it right here or here, I don't know. Whichever way, you might want to check out that review. I think that's a better phone than this. If you already have a OnePlus One, you might want to install some custom ROMs on it. I personally recommend Pixel Experience ROM. It definitely helps with the software issues on this phone, and there might be a Google Camera mod for Pixel Experience ROM that might make camera immensely better. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you in any way possible, please go down in the comments and let me know by just typing OnePlus One. Thank you for watching. This is Geet.